I'm the founder of Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency and the founder of Ngosi Talk Shows. So today will be talking about the warrior's mindset, part 2. So I will be covering what it takes to actually have a mindset, and basically it takes you have to take the harder path, not the easy path, to have a warrior's mindset. You have to be somebody who sees obstacles as challenges as they are, instead of making excuses for them. You don't give in. So if you want to have a warrior's mindset, you are somebody who don't give in to fear. You are somebody who stays calm in a stressful situation. You are basically somebody who look after yourself. You look after your body. You basically pray when you need to pray. You use your beliefs even when the whole world is against you. Basically, you don't give in. So that's what I will be covering today. And if you have any questions, or if you want to basically, you feel that you want to add anything, you feel free to add anything, whatever you want to add. Basically, as we go. So I am looking to see if I have okay, I need to put this video. Let me put it up so I can see if I have. Okay. Yes, I do have an audio. Last time I basically was chatting for the whole video, and I didn't have I did not have an audio. So here the words begin. In today's modern world, we don't intend to think people as warriors anymore. Most of us are pencil pushers rather than fighters. It is very rare that we ever push ourselves in harm's way, or take on a gang of enemies. Some people basically, they don't want to take their enemies. When I'm saying enemies, it means people can come to your life and do whatever they want. They can come to your life and treat you the way they want. They can affirm your destination. They can do whatever they want. What I'm trying to say is, basically, a warrior does not let anyone enter their lives and take advantage of them, or they don't let anybody enter their lives and just affirm who they should become, who they should be. So is this a good thing for us? But as a result, but sometimes it can be seen as weak. And the reality is, we don't need basically to give up on being warriors. God does not want us to give up on becoming warriors and becoming who we want to be. And just because we don't need to fight anymore, that doesn't mean we can't approach modern challenges as a warrior. So we basically, in life, you have to, for you to receive the results that you want to receive, is how much you are willing to fight with your energy. Not fighting people. I'm not talking about fighting people. I'm talking about fighting life as a whole, because life will bring challenges in your life. Life will take you to a different path. Life will bring fear into your life. Life will bring stressful situation into your life. Life will bring challenges with your body, healthy issues, and are you willing to take responsibilities and fight back, or are you willing to fall? That's the kind of life that I'm talking about. Simply, we can approach modern challenges and obstacles with a mindset of a warrior from times gone by. In this video, I will take a look what makes a true warrior, and what makes a true warrior, and what can you do basically to keep that warrior energy going, to bring out that warrior mindset, and the understanding of how can you improve if you are somebody who is got problems with fear. So how can you conduct your life? How can you be in that driver's seat and conduct your life as a driver, and be your own coach? Because it doesn't mean that just because you have a coach, there are some people that have a coach in their lives. It doesn't mean those people that have a coach, the coach tells them what to do. They are the drivers. The coach is just there to guide, but they are driving. They are on the driver's seat. So a warrior is somebody who is steadfast, who knows their mission, who knows what they want and how they're gonna achieve that thing that they want. A warrior is somebody who have a purpose and a reason for being, and such. They are driven. They are driven by warrior's mindset. They are driven. There's something that drives them not to give up on something that they want, even when things get tough. There's something that drives them. They have that fire within that drives them to go and get what they want. Warrior is somebody who doesn't give in or take the easy route. They don't take the easy route. They don't rely on the coaching and eat cakes. And they don't blame others for their mistakes. They get on with it. Warrior is somebody who is happy to take a harder path if it takes them closer to their goal, and if it helps them to become stronger in the process. They don't mind. I don't mind taking a harder path. I don't like easy way out. A warrior is somebody who sees obstacles as a challenge, who don't go around and blaming people, saying, I am this, I am who I am because of this. In a similar vein, the warrior doesn't see challenges or something or to be feared or cursed. When things are going wrong, the warrior relishes the opportunity to develop themselves and to test themselves. They see every challenge as a test. Everything they see is a challenge that is presented to them. They see it as a test in their lives. A warrior doesn't give in to fear. They don't give in to fear. The warrior is not without fear. Fear will always be there. Whatever you are trying to do, fear will always be there. But they have it under control. You have to have exercises. You have to work on your habit, how you can work on your fear. When you go on stage, sometimes the speakers, the fear will always be there. But when they go on stage, they know how to work on their fear. They can speak, and then the fear comes in it, but they can control it. That is a warrior. A warrior is somebody who wants to start their own business, wants to go and apply for that promotion, but they still fear, but they still work on that fear. They work on it. A warrior knows how to use their fear as a motivator and how to suppress it when appropriate. Go on stage, the fear turns up. They know how to suppress it. They know how to stay calm in a stressful situation. When everyone else is picnic, the warrior stays calm and focused. They stay focused. They know what they need to accomplish, and they know that getting in the flap won't help anyone. So that is a warrior. They look after their body. A warrior knows that everything that goes on in their lives, they owe it to themselves and to those around them to look after their bodies, to look after their health. They know that. They know how to fight the battles that may come their way. They don't allow themselves to grow weak in times of trouble. They train. A warrior trains. They respect their bodies. They respect their mind. A warrior takes responsibilities. They take action. They know how to take action and to make it the right decision. Even if they make the wrong decision, they don't have time to make themselves wrong, because every decision that you make, it's a learning. You learn from it. Whether you have good outcome or bad outcome, it's a learning. To them, it's learning. The main reason being that they are not afraid of responsibility for their action. They will gladly carry the weight on their shoulders, knowing that they will face whatever comes their way. That is a warrior. They are not afraid. A warrior is not afraid to carry the weight. Is not afraid. They are not afraid to grow. They always want to grow as a warrior. And they're not afraid to overcome fear, or even overcome fear of death. They're not afraid. They are willing to be uncomfortable, to go into a place where they feel uncomfortable. They are willing to do that. A warrior's mindset is somebody who is a warrior is not afraid. You take them to an uncomfortable place, they are willing to go. To the experience small amount of hardship. They're not afraid of hardship. They're not afraid when they want to lose weight. They are not afraid to lose that weight. They're not afraid of dieting. They know that if they want to move forward, if they want to progress in their career, if they shy away from hard work, they're not going to achieve anything. They're not going to achieve the things that they want to achieve. But this is the reality for many of us that don't have that warrior's mindset. Some people are simply unwilling to do things they don't want to do, or to put up with hard times. They don't want to put up with the hard times. We have become exceedingly weak, and it is untimely. Basically, if you don't have a warrior's mindset, you will be very, very weak in every decision that you make, and it will make you unhappy. But why has this society become so weak? If you put a dog and a wolf, if you don't own a dog, consider you know a dog. Look at the differences between a dog and a wolf. So if you have a dog, your dog might be a loving dog, loyal and fun, and it is entirely dependent on you. And that dog, imagine that dog will not survive a day in the world, and certainly not a warrior like the wolf. But why not? Because that dog has been domesticated, and that can be a problem. We have not only, in our society, we have not only become domesticated, but we have also become lazy. We become lazy, we are spoiled, and overindulge. The reason why I'm saying this is we live in a society where everyone is entitled for something. Entitled for something. If you go and apply, sometimes within my agencies, people will come and apply. They want looking for love. But when they are looking for love, if they don't get what they want, they believe that they are entitled for something. Within the company, they are entitled for something. We live in a society where people are lazy, and people don't want to make, we basically lazy. We don't want to think like warriors. If you send, like myself, I send someone on a date, they make mistakes. They don't mind making mistakes. You give them instructions, they don't mind making mistakes. But when you speak to them and trying to check if they follow to the policies and everything, when they speak to you, they feel like they're entitled of something. Before I go into personal development myself, there were times where I felt that I was entitled for something. I would just do things, do whatever I want because I feel that I'm entitled for something. But now, as a warrior, using a warrior's mindset, having a warrior's mindset, I have to think. I have to sit down and think. Knowing that nothing comes easily in life. If I have to wait, I'll wait for something good to come in my way. But in our society, in our modern society, everything is disposable. Everything comes easily and we never have to wait. Hungry, order takeaway. If you are hungry, you order takeaway. You don't cook. It comes in within 5 minutes. And it will be packed nicely with salt, sugar, so you feel a rush of reward, honors. If you're feeling horny, what do? We don't have to wait to find that special person. Watch porno movies. Our modern society, we have everything that we want. Can go and watch porno movies. Don't have to wait. If we are bored, turn on the TV. Laugh at someone falling over. If you're looking for information, Siri, tell me what I'm looking for. Siri will tell me the information that I need. Want to get into better shape? It seems like a lot of effort to get into a better shape, but being so constantly in doubt in whatever we want means that we find it harder than ever to put on effort when it is needed. Why should we put an effort when we can have so much so easily? and we are used to getting whatever we want in our society. We feel absolutely distraught when the shower doesn't heat up properly. And here is the thing. In the world, if you were to live in the world, you only have cold water. You won't have a choice of hot water or cold water. It will require hunting for you. It will require you to hunt in the rain while avoiding predators. You could be so much stronger if you lived in the world, and so much tougher, mentally and physically. But as we are fat, we are lazy. It basically, when somebody hears this word, we are fat, we are lazy, and low on motivation. But then how do you get tough instead of being like everybody else in the society, instead of looking like everyone else in the society? How do you get tough? With that in mind, how do you go about getting tough? How do you get tough? How do you get tough? So if you want to get tough, the first thing you need to do is you need to leave. You need to try living with less in your life. And then traveling is the best way to actually accomplish a warrior's mindset. This means when you have to travel, it means you will stay in hostels, no booking hotels the night before, only taking few clothes. So can you live like that just to toughen your mind, like living like a warrior? I have been a fugitive myself. I've been on a few journeys myself where I went for a trip and took only my backpack and get by, and mostly there's one thing that I don't do. I don't go camping, because when I go camping it doesn't feel like camping. If I go camping, if I want cooked breakfast, I can get cooked breakfast while I'm camping. A full English breakfast. I can get electricity while I'm camping. I can watch TV while I'm camping. So basically what I'm trying to say, for me, camping means camping. It means I don't like sharing a shower anyway. It means living like a warrior. It means no fancy toilet, no fancy showers. It means that is camping for me. It means if I want to eat everything, I have to prepare myself. Fire, I have to prepare myself. It means I have to, basically camping to me has to be camping. So I don't camp in the United Kingdom unless if somebody can take me to a place. If somebody knows a place where I can actually do camping properly, please do let me know, because I have never been to I need to do some research. I have never been to camping, because when I actually somebody invites me for camping, they tell me pack this, pack this, pack this, pack this. I'm like, food, what are we gonna do? They describe it. I'm like, no thank you. So that's why I don't do camping, because it's not really like a warrior camping. I like to live like a warrior. If I have to live this life where I'm at home, where I have everything. So if I'm going camping, it means I have to live a different life where I can enjoy myself without TV, without mobile phone, without anything. So that's what I call it. But in our modern society, we have everything. We have everything. We have everything. And so if I compare my life to when I was in Africa to here, I feel blessed for having this life that I have. I really, really feel blessed, and I feel that sometimes I feel there's times where I feel that I am very lucky for having this life that I have. And even if I have to complain sometimes, I can't be bothered. I can complain if it's necessary, if I feel that it is necessary and God will be on my side. But I cannot complain on small things if I feel that I don't deserve it. And because sometimes it is this entitled, that you are entitled for this, you are entitled for this. So I try to get out of it, because I am entitled for something that I've worked for. If I have not worked for that, I feel that I'm not entitled for it. So I feel that I'm entitled for something that I have worked for. So that gives me a warrior's mindset. And so when you take this entitlement, that I'm entitled for this, I'm entitled for this, and this entitlement, it destroys people's lives, it destroys marriages. Because when you have a problem when it comes to marriage, and when you discuss, sometimes people will go and discuss their problems with their friends or family, but not in a mindset of what they are entitled of, in a mindset of wanting to fix their problems. So when the marriage is broken, you want to fix it. But when you go and tell somebody, all they will start telling you is, remember your entitlement in that marriage. And that takes away everything. It takes away the years that you have built in that relationship. When somebody start bringing out the entitlement in that relationship, or as your family start telling you that, remember your entitlement. Because what happens is, it's two people, they're meeting together, they're having fun, and the challenges will come your way. But if you have the right people in your life, they'll focus on the challenges, how you can actually get out of those challenges in your relationship with your spouse together, without thinking about your entitlement. So the entitlement, it takes, in our modern society, it takes away the fun of life. It takes away the joy, because the little things, the challenges in life, when you come out of challenges, it brings joy to look back to your relationship, to look back to your life, where you've been and where you are. It brings joy. But when you bring the entitlement to that life, it takes away that joy. There's a reward of happiness in every challenge, in every moment. Every challenge that you find you find yourself surrounded with, there is a happiness in that challenge. Nothing has to go perfectly in life. There is nothing that has to be perfect. In fact, when things go wrong, it creates stories in your life, the stories that can help you to write a book, the stories that can help you to grow. It creates the stories that can help you to get to be stronger. So those are the good things, that the challenges, and it helps you to grow, to have a growth mindset. And that is the key. When you actually facing challenges in life, you have to think about the growth and keep that growth mindset all the time. Each challenge that comes your way is a chance for you to get stronger. It's a chance for you to be smarter, because you are going to solve those challenges. And that means that the more you solve challenges, the more you get smarter and better with it by dealing with these hardships in your life. That means your life has basically a greater purpose. When you find yourself, when you find everything you are accomplishing is very easy, life will become meaningless. When everything that you do in life is very easy, it becomes very easy, life it becomes meaningless, because that means that there is no meaning in that life and there is no story. So you are not equipped. Basically, if everything in your life becomes easy, that means you are not equipped for the future. So the next time when you find yourself in debt, instead of letting it defeat you, instead seeing it as a challenge, how can you earn the money you need to get out of it? Just think about that. How can you become better? If you find yourself in a difficult situation in your marriage, so how can I become better? How can I change this marriage to be what I want? That means you have to change your mindset. That means you have to become what you want in that marriage. Don't allow any stress or anxiety in your life when you are going through challenges. It doesn't help. When you allow stress or anxiety in your life, it doesn't help. You can see every problem in your life as a chance to grow. And then you can prevent it happening again by changing things around, taking steps that are necessary for you to actually change the way things have been. Don't worry about how it's going to look to others. And don't blame yourself. Don't make it wrong. Carol Ann always talk about whatever you do in life, even if it goes wrong, will never make you wrong. Never make yourself wrong. Don't worry about other people or start comparing your life with other people. Take action. That's all you can do, is to take action and learn from that situation, learn from those challenges that you will be facing that moment. Take action. And know that your mindset, you were not good enough before, but now you are growing by learning how to solve those problems. Brain is wired for growth. Brain is wired for challenges. We thrive in life when we are challenged mentally and physically. So we are challenged. That means our brain grows when we welcome the challenge in our lives. And you stay focused. You can control yourself to stay focused, and that helps protect your brain into old age when you actually control your brain. So if you have a warrior mindset, that means you can welcome challenges that comes your way. Seek them out during times of peace. You should prepare for battle by learning, reading books, audios, adapting to new skills, and by training your body. Your body can be equipped for basically challenging times. So what are the tools for growth and resilience? So on the warrior's mindset part 1, we've talked about how warrior mindset involves greater resilience, greater patience, and on this part 2 we talked about calmness and strength. But the real question is, how do you get to that point? How can you actually gain a warrior's mindset? How can you gain a warrior's mindset? I'm hoping if you watched part 1 and now you're listening to part 2, so you will know what you need to do. You now understand what a warrior's mindset is and what it means, and how can you overcome your weaknesses and your argue to eat cakes, relax, to take the easy option. So how can you solve those problems? So I'm gonna give you some few points and few tools for you to grow and become stronger. Meditation is one of the must for a modern warrior. You can be, if you're a Christian, you can meditate, you can pray and meditate. This is one of the most powerful tools for transforming your mindset and for giving you the resilience. So you can pray, meditate with your prayer, or you can simply do the meditation, some guided meditation. Some people use prayer to meditate. Some people use scriptures to meditate. People use all sorts of different things on YouTube. There is loads and loads of meditations types that you can use to actually to get that sense of calm you need, and to work on your emotions and feelings. Meditation and prayer, it's simple. Me, I use prayer. I meditate through prayer. It's simple, a practice of concentration in your mind, concentrating your mind, basically, and you empty your brain at the same time. Empty your brain and your thoughts. And you are actually, when you are meditating, you are learning to avoid distractions, ideas, and impulses. It's a great way for mental discipline. And it is also a perfect tool for training. If you want discipline, or do you want concentration, and you will need that. You will need meditation. So if you feel that meditation is, if you don't know anything about meditation, you can go on YouTube. There's lots of guided meditation, and it will help you to stay focused. It will help you to stay calm in hard times, and it depends with your beliefs as well. And meditation will teach you meditation will teach you basically how to deal with it will distract your anxiety. Some people get really anxious, so when you do meditation, that gives you basically it will help you with your desires. It argues with your anxiety and your desires as well. It's basically mindful meditation. It teaches you let your thoughts, your thoughts drift by without affecting you, while transcendental clears your mind entirely. So you can actually sit there and relax and just meditate. It's a great way to actually calm yourself, and psychologically when you are stressed or aroused, or you want to take back control over your thoughts and actions. So meditation is actually the right way. And those you can when you meet people that meditate a lot, you don't have to actually ask them questions. You can see in tough times they stay calm. They basically they are less easily reeled, and they don't react to every situation, and they have effective manners. Basically meditation is a great way also to recharge your batteries and gain that more energy that you desire in your life, which allows you to execute your plans. So if you know how to meditate, so you can actually use meditation, which will provide endless energy. I meditate every single day. I get up early in the morning. By the time I go to work, I have done my work and I have prayed and I've meditated, and it does help me to really stay calm in this modern society, because life can be very stressful, and it can be really stressful. I get up at 5 a.m. and it depends, sometimes 4 a.m. It depends what time I go to bed. I have to have my enough hours sleep, so it depends with that time what time I go to bed. So when I get up in the morning, I meditate, and I look after my body. In the day, I go running. I look after my body. I make sure that if I eat ice cream, I'm gonna have to work hard. So everything that I eat, I have to make sure that I'm gonna have to work hard for it. That means I'm gonna have to do exercises for it. So I work hard for everything that I do in life. I'm not entitled. I know I'm not entitled for anything. I have people, sometimes they send me messages and say, oh, you want to lose weight. There's an easy way to lose weight. There's a juice plus that you can have. There's this that you can have. It will help you. Like me, I love my food. So if I love my food, it means I'm going to have to eat properly, and I'm gonna have to work for it, which means I have to go and do exercises. And it's good. In that way, I know that when I look at myself in front of the mirror, I feel good about what I do. I meditate, I do exercises, and that gives me a good feeling. And I work on my breathing exercises. And the other thing you can do instead of meditating, you can work on your breathing. You can correct your breathing to regain your posture. And by doing that, that means you enter a warrior's mindset. And this means belly breathing. breathing from your diaphragm, and first taking a deep breath. This calms your nerves in your nerve system and puts you into the rest of digestion state in the perfect way to overcome anxiety. That is before people use it a lot, like before you go on stage. You can use this correct breathing, or you take cold showers in the winter. Doesn't matter, summer, you can take cold shower, increase your metabolism, and it helps you produce the more testosterone when you take cold shower. And it can actually strengthen your immune system as well if you use cold shower. I used to do loads of cold shower before, but mostly I like cold shower in the rain. In the winter time, I'll be lying if I say I have cold shower. I have cold shower summertime, because in the winter time in UK, water is really cold. I used to like bath with cold water, shower with cold water. But if I go running, and when I'm really stressed, I don't mind having a cold shower, because that means I'm getting that stress out, and so I don't mind. And yeah, using cold shower can strengthen your immune system. In other words, they are actually good. It's actually good for you, and a great start of the day as well. So if you have a cold shower, but at the same time, it hurts. When you have a cold shower, it hurts, and because it's a shock to the system of your body. And but it is a warrior's mindset. It is ideal. It's like a training, basically. When you use cold shower in the mornings, it's like a training, basically. And mentally, it disciplines you mentally, and you can do that. And when you have a mental mindset, that means a warrior's mindset, that means you can achieve anything. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. If you look at people that you admire, people who are actually have stories, we have written their books, they put their story, how they had to develop their warrior's mindset, and how they found that strength. And for me, a warrior's mindset also, there are trainings that you can take to have that strength, to have a warrior's mindset. It means if you are looking to toughen up mentally, so it means you have to, if you want to toughen up mentally and physically, then you're gonna have to take some basically sports, some other sports. There are different sports that can toughen you up and give you strength and power, and give you confidence, and you can stand and understand your values if you know what exactly you want in life. And what kind of sports, it depends with what you want. I played football all my life, and mentally that stays with me mentally, and I'm mentally disciplined. I go running 5 days a week, so I'm mentally disciplined. That means that I don't have time to waste my time, even 5 minutes, to actually gossip. I don't have that time, because my time is precious, and is precious who I give my time. If you want me to give my time, I'm happy to give you my time, but only when it makes sense. So I don't have time to actually listen to this, that does not make sense, that does not serve me. That means I don't have time, because mentally I am disciplined. And mentally, I have the ability to protect those around me. That means I cannot gossip, I cannot sit around in a places where they don't save me, or I have to sell out my family or sell out my friends. I will not do that. So mentally, I'm disciplined. That means I will not do that. So you can join martial arts. If you are that somebody, you can't play football, you can join martial arts. And when you join, or you can simply go to the gym and just work out and find an instructor. And at the gym, they do there's so many things that you can do to discipline yourself. That means mentally you're disciplined, and physically you're disciplined, and that means eating, you are disciplined, and you have basically a mindset. You will have a chance to increase your success on your journey if you are into any sports, or if you are doing any of some kind of exercises, yoga, anything, meditation. So if you are somebody who is not doing anything, that means there's no chance for success. Everybody who is successful, they're doing something. They can either crying out to God, they can either meditation using scriptures, prayers, soul music, they're meditating, or doing some kind of sports. So you have to be doing something for you to grow, for you to have strength, for you to look after your body, for you to look after yourself mentally and physically. So you've got to be doing something. And you have to have the principles and apply those principles to your life, to your career or business. And so how can you actually understand, write your principles? Basically, when you write your goals in your life, everyone has goals that they want to achieve. So you can write how you're going to achieve those goals that you want to achieve with your warrior mindset. And what do you have to be to achieve whatever you want to achieve? You write your character, your image, and everything has to align together. Whatever you are doing, it has to align together. And you don't just write the principles, you have to basically put them into practice. You have to, comparing your life with other people. That is the warrior's mindset. Once you write your image, you create your goals, and then you know what you want, and you know how you're gonna achieve whatever you want to achieve. You have to have some loyalty to yourself, and make sure that you write your principles and live by those principles. And in your life, in your relationship, in your business, whether it's business or in your career, that is, everything is linked together, is relevant, and there's no wrong decisions. When you are making your decisions, you don't have to worry about making wrong decisions, because that is the funny part of it. For making decisions in life, whether they are right, whether things go your way, that's still fun, that's still joy. Even if you don't get the results that you want, that's still fun, that's still joy, because you had that time to actually take the first step to say, I'm gonna make a decision. Is what you learn from those decisions that you're making. That's what is important, to have a warrior's mindset. And the opportunities that comes through while you are actually learning. So success, the path to success is not easy. It is important to understand that it's not going to be easy, and you'll be learning out of it, out of everything that you do, and for you to actually succeed in whatever you want. And you have to know that know the enemy and know yourself. That is the one thing that you have to understand, so that you can prevail in whatever you want. And whatever you are searching, and you can ask for feedback from people. It does help when people are giving you feedback, and feedback, whether it's positive or negative, you can see it as learning. It will help you to grow. And there are some feedbacks that are positive and negative, so you have to look at who is giving you feedback as well, and it's very, very important. And know yourself. Your chances of winning or losing are equal when you are making that decision. Don't be ignorant of both your enemy and yourself. And what else do you need to do? Basically, your character has to align with what you want to achieve, whether it's at work or outside work or at home. And it has to align. You have to know what you want, and you have to know how you're going to achieve whatever you want. And remember, you are not serving people. When you are making a decision, you are serving yourself. When you make a decision to do something first, you are serving yourself. In order for people to receive your service, you have to actually believe it. So when you serve yourself, that means you believe your service, and then somebody else will believe it. So when you make that decision, remember, you are serving yourself. You are serving your purpose, your values that you choose for yourself. And then somebody else will believe in those values. Once you know that I am serving myself, I'm saying these are my beliefs, these are my purpose, and I believe in them. Everybody else that comes your way, that hears those values, those beliefs, they will be able to believe in them if you are believing in them, and you'll be able to win if you believe that you are a winner. So planning is everything. And failure is something sometimes that comes along with the win. So make sure you test the waters and research whatever you are doing thoroughly. As a mind, if you want to have a warrior mindset with whatever you are doing. And the warrior does not rush in headlong. They control their fears, and every mistake they see it as a learning curve, not making themselves wrong. And if you are running a organization, you have to test it. Be thinking of the step ahead, and avoid the same fate. Some people will keep making the same mistakes, expecting different results, so it's not gonna work. So that means you're gonna crash before you even begin. So you just have to know your basically your opponents. Your opponents is yourself. You are the enemy of yourself. So if you can defeat your fear, then that means you can succeed in whatever you want. So a warrior should avoid combat and confrontation. A warrior should not seek to please others. A warrior should seek to serve people, not to please. A pleaser you don't get anywhere if you're a pleaser. So you have in your mindset, you have to act with the finality. So you have to see the results. I don't think that way myself, because God does all the work for me. So I see Him giving me the results that I want. So as a warrior, you have to think that way. You have to think, you must act with your finality. That means that you see the results as you want. You have to believe whatever you seek, you have to believe that you have received it, and that is a warrior's mindset. Time is money, and indecision is a recipe of failure. So if you are basically an entrepreneur, you have to understand that. So when you see an obstacle, you see an opportunity. That is a warrior's mindset. Challenges when you see challenges, that means you see growth. You see the chance of growth. And it is very, very important to actually, whoever you approach, when you're approaching people, approach them with your warrior mindset, if you have developed one, and that will help you to bring out the best version of yourself, and create the habits that will keep you going as a warrior. And be prepared to take a harder road. Life is not going to be easy. So you have to look at your journey and put yourself out there. Test yourself. See yourself growing. See yourself taking challenges and deciding the moment you were into conclusion. So you have to decide, when you are concluding who you want to be, you have to decide what is important to you. And stop chasing the small stuff. Embrace challenges that comes your way. Demand life. You have to demand what you want and be willing to do the work. And know your values. In knowing your values and your beliefs, and knowing where you want to go and how you're gonna get there, it makes you great. And knowing that is going to tough, but I am gonna go for it anyway. Sometimes it means that you have to say things that people don't want to hear. That means you're being truthful. That means you have to make tough choices. You have to make decisions that might upset other people, meaning you might lose friends. And when you lose those friends, it means you always please them. You're somebody who always please those friends. But when you have a warrior mindset, it means you are prepared to have one true friend that can walk with you, while everyone else is making a decision to say, oh, okay, do I follow or do I not? So that is a warrior's mindset. You stick into your principles. And those principles might upset other people. as long as they are good principles, and as long as you're being true to yourself, and as long as you know your goals, and as long as you know what you want. That means you know the principles you want to live by. And if you know the principles you want to live by, then you will know the right things to do, what you should do to have your strength. That moment. That means living with the consequences. The consequences means that some people may not agree with you. Some people may, because they understand. But the good thing is when you are asking when you are preparing to get that promotion, people may not agree with you simply because they think you're not good enough. But all you need to do is to use your beliefs, whether it's God or meditation. You can use God. God will understand that you deserve that promotion. Your friends or your family may not understand it, but that doesn't mean that they are wrong. It means they are protecting you. So if you are somebody who is a follower, then you might lose out. So that's why it's very, very important to have a warrior's mindset. Because a warrior's mindset means I'm making decisions and I'm prepared to face the consequences. And I'm prepared to learn from whatever I'm doing. And I'm willing to face the music. And I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to take the risk. Face the flask that comes that way. That comes my way, whatever that way might be. It is very, very important to actually understand who you are as a person. As soon as you learn about yourself, and learn about the things that you get wrong or get right, you accept and learn to deal with the outcome. And you find it easy to make decisions as well. People who are afraid to make the wrong choices, they don't want to upset anyone, and they don't make no decision because they don't want to upset anyone. They don't want confrontation. They don't want to make the wrong choices in life. They don't want to they will never ever be able to make decisions. They'll always be on their fence, and they will lack conviction because they don't want the fear is stopping them doing what they want. If it's you or if it's not you, then if it's not you, if you are not that person that is afraid of following their dreams and doing what they want, then that means you are a warrior. That means you are following your own path and you are facing the consequences as a mature adult. And if not, ask for forgiveness, not permission. If things don't go your way, you ask for forgiveness, not permission. And if you don't get it, as long as you have done what's right by you and by God, then you forge ahead away. You are the warrior. Unapologetic warrior. That means you are the warrior. So that is the warrior's mindset. That's how you become who you want to become. So if you want to get in touch with Ghostly Talk Shows, you can go to our page and get in touch with any of our speakers. And if you are looking for love, you can go to our website www.hseia.com and get in touch. And I'm gonna have to love you and leave you for now. Love you and leave you for now, guys. And I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. God bless you and live with grace.